Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, Germany bush trip, leg 8. From Dinkelsbühl, Sinbronn to Schwabmünchen. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna have to turn around. Let's get some power on. Let's get our brakes off. Get over here a little bit. Maybe lose some power now. Try for the right brake. Right brake's not doing absolutely nothing. There we go, now it is. Now it is. Alright. Let's go. Head off this way. There's a runway in inverted commas. Up we go, leaving the flowers behind. Bit of a hill in the road. Alright, we want 161 for 435. That's this way. Let's hope we gain enough height before we hit these wind turbines. Nordlingen. Pull up into the beautiful Bavarian skies from Dinkelsbühl Sinbronn Airport and set a south-southeasterly course. It's, oh wow, I went from plus 15 to minus 6 with one press of a button. Good work, game. And in 13.5 nautical miles, you'll reach Nordlingen. The town was built inside a 15-million-year-old, 16-mile-wide crater made by the impact of a meteor travelling an estimated 43,500 miles an hour that left the area peppered with an estimated 72,000 tons of micro-diamonds. Yeah, what? Yeah, what? Get our flaps up. Micro-diamonds? $72,000 tons of diamonds. That is a lot of diamonds. Alright, I think we can level off now. There we go, 90%. We can start, well, we'll do 4%. 4% trim. Nordlingen. Home of the nerds. What's going on? Yeah, rolling hills as always in this part of the bit of a almost a mountain over on the back left there. Pretty flat behind us though. A little wind turbine doing its thing. Maybe some mountains off in the distance there. What we got below us here? It's a farm. I thought it was an airport. It's just a farm. So, shall we find Nordlingen? Well, I mean, you'd think you'd be able to see this crater, right? Are you telling me this whole area is the crater? I don't think so. See if we can find any evidence of a crater. In about a minute we should be arriving at Nordlingen. You know, I guess 15-million-year-old crater, there's been some erosion and, you know, sedimentation and shit since then, so maybe we can't see the crater. Maybe this is all the edge of the crater, I don't know. Possibly. That'd be a big crater. Is this Nordlingen? I think probably the next bit of... This is just the outskirts of Nordlingen. We'll go for the bigger part of town, just ahead a little bit further before making our next turn. Hello, are you Nordlingen? Is this a crater? Look at this old town here, surrounded by industry. All circular and whatnot. What a pretty looking town. Hello, got any churches? No? No churches? Alright, that's probably Nordlingen, so let's go 110 for 621. Lech and Danube confluence. From Nordlingen, head southeast, and in 18.7 nautical miles you'll pass over the confluence of the Lech and Danube rivers. Hey, football field. Hello, football field. You gotta have some football fields going on. Alright, we're sort of following this road. The road to Nordlingen. By some strange coincidence, it is also the road away from Nordlingen. Magnets, how do they work? Going on. Going on, little town there. Hello. Hello, hello. Thank you for having us, Nordlingen. It was a pleasure. Going on down here. Hello. Fields, palms. A river. There's a river there. Creek slash stream slash river. Is that the river we're heading to the confluence of with one other river? Perhaps. Perhaps. Absolutely no trees except along the river. And even then, you get to a town, all the trees are gone. I guess these wooden bookshelves aren't going to build themselves out of nothing. Little town basically up on the side of a hill. Cute. Very cute. How are we doing? 2 minutes done of 6.5. Following the river. This must be the Lech or the Danube. I assume it's the Lech. I'm sure the Danube is much bigger than this. Unless it's just part of the Danube that's not very big. I don't know. You don't know. Well, you might know. But I don't know. That's the important thing. That's the issue facing us right at this very second. I don't know shit. What a cute little town, a couple of little bridges. Why you need 2 bridges? 3 bridges. 3 bridges. There's cities that don't have 3 bridges across rivers. Meanwhile, tiny little town here has 3 bridges to get to what? A quarry. Dang. What we've got? Yeah, so like this little river there is then heading down to a much bigger river over here, I think. Right, we're cutting the corner now. We've done 3.5 minutes of 6.5. town over there. Is that a river or is that a lake? I think that must be the Danube. The Danube's pretty big, right? It's famous for being a pretty big river. It goes through like 87 countries, right? It's everywhere. I might be thinking of a different river. I don't know. I think it's the Danube. Then it goes like Germany, Austria. What else could it then go through? Poland, maybe? Got any confluences? We've done 5 minutes, so a minute and a half to go before turning time. But again, I think we're going faster than the time should suggest. We should be going. So we should run into this confluence. I mean, well, no, actually, I was going to say this must be a confluence. You've got this river here, but no, that river and this river aren't joined yet. They must join here somewhere, which must be where we're headed. Or are we? Now, looking for confluence in about a minute-ish. Yeah, let's head to the... That's where it's joining right here, right? That's what they mean by a confluence, right? One of these rivers is the Danube. One of these rivers is the Lech. The Lech, maybe? I don't know. Let's get to the confluence. We'll be just about spot on time. We just hit 6 minutes. We're meant to do 6 minutes 21. But let's get to where we're supposed to be. Game. Okay, so that was a complete lockup of the game, which we love so much. My God, how much we love that. But, fortunately, it put me back where we were. No, it didn't. It put me back at the beginning. I've had to fly this whole way to get back to here. Here we are at the confluence that we were heading for. And now we want 182 for 728. And we hope that this game wants to play nice and not crash. There's been a couple of stutters. I am concerned it's going to freeze up again. I wish I knew why. It wasn't an issue for basically a year. And now it is. We're going to Augsburg. Turn south and after 22 nautical miles of flight you'll pass over Germany's third oldest city, Augsburg, which was founded by the Romans in 15 BC. It's 2036 years old. Motherfucker. Meanwhile, this one here is much newer. Much newer. It's only 2020 years old. Pretty big town, though. Pretty big town. Is that a runway? Maybe, maybe. See, little stutters now. Little stutters now. I have uninstalled. There was one, I guess, third-party thing that I'd gotten from the store, which was the Garmin update. But that is now deleted. Everything else is by Asobo or Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I assume you can't really call them third-party, given that they made the bloody thing. See if that helps. I don't know. I'm looking at the GPS now. I don't know if it was replacing this GPS or what. I don't know if things look different or whatever, but they still look fine to me. Actually, they do look different. Usually there's a range thing there, so you know, there you go. Maybe that was part of it. We'll find out. Can we still zoom it in? No, we can. It's just not showing the range anymore. Again, little stutters like that make me nervous now. On our way to 15 BC. So we've done 320 of 728. Have a look around, shall we? Oh, very nice, very nice. Rolling hills, little villages, farms and whatnot. And this little area of town here with its wind turbines. And then that way, the sheer flatness. What we got here? A bunch of little towns and villages. A whole bunch of them. All just within cooee of each other. All at war with each other. The middle people don't get on with the edge people. The edge people hate the other edge people. Such is the way of things in Germany here. I mean, like right here, there's a lot of town on the right, a lot of town on the left, and yet in the middle here, fuck all. How does that come about? It doesn't seem like... Oh, a bunch of football fields. And tennis courts. Doesn't seem something that happens a lot around the place, but what's going on over the right here? Is this Augsburg, the outskirts or something? Looks like there's photogrammetry. How far away are we? A minute and a half? No, 2.5 minutes before it's turn-in time. Meanwhile, we have the telltale alien sculptures of long-distance photogrammetry. See, this is all resolved into a little 3D photogrammetried area, as will the rest of it. Augsburg's gigantic, apparently. Wow. Yet again, I've never heard of Augsburg. Not once, not ever. You generally hear the name of a bunch of the major cities in each country, you know, just randomly, like I said in another video, like watching James Bond or something, or any of these kind of things, or watching the news. Huge airport with one runway here. Weird. It's got its, looks like it's been 3D rendered in too. Augsburg, you are much bigger than I suspected. Beautiful lake here for people to go have a look at and enjoy a picnic around. What else have we got to look at? A couple of big buildings over there. Huge autobahn going through it. Huge. Alright, well we should be turning in about 20 seconds, but I sort of feel like we're probably already there. Let's see if we can see some kind of landmark to turn off. We've got football fields, tennis courts. What a cool town. What a cool city. Let's turn at the river maybe. Let's do that. So let's go 212 for 443. Schwabmünchen. Aim the nose of your Bonanza to the south-southwest, and in just under 14 nautical miles you'll reach your next landing destination, Schwabmünchen Airport, EDNS. The good old EDNS. We've got a photogrammetry round building over here. What am I doing? 212. I had in my head 280, but no, 212. Back this way. More football fields, a little bit more stuttering. Please don't crash now, please. I've already wasted 10 minutes having to get back to halfway. Please don't make me do all 20 minutes again. Por favor, I beg of you. football stadium even. FC... I've already forgotten the name of this town. What was it? Let's go back. Augsburg. FC Augsburg's home. Does it even say something on it? Can't quite read it. Nah, can't quite read it. Does say something on it though. Probably just a sponsor. Alright, so in about 3 minutes we should be arriving at this airport then. What does it look like? Oh joy! It is a grass strip in amongst a bunch of grass fields, like the last bunch. It was an airport. I went over an actual proper airport, and now you're forcing me to find a green dot inside a green dot. This is craziness. Craziness, I tell you. Absolute madness. Well, try to find it. We'll try to find it. It's got to be here somewhere in a couple of minutes. Like farmers' fields, some of them are brown, some of them are green, and then yeah, a little green strip that's just slightly less green than the stuff around it, with a couple of maybe white dots on it. Looks very similar to the last one. You're kidding me calling it an airport. You really are. It's just a landing strip. It's a landing patch of mowed grass, really. That's it. That's all it is. Can we see it on this? Yes. Is it ET? No, EDNS. That's it there. Well, we're heading straight for it. There's actually another runway over to the left here. Why are we landing at the fucking grass strip? When we could be landing, well, I don't know, that one over at the left we don't know is an actual airport, concrete. Possibly is. Is that it over there? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. The sheer fact that we're landing at this nonsense is, well, it is a sheer fact. The fact is we've got to land there. We can't land where we want. What else is around it? There's a few roads that intersect. Can we see it on this? It's not showing up on that at all because it's just a grass strip. It doesn't show up on the radar. It's still directly ahead. I'm not really seeing exactly where it might be. It must be in this little area here. Okay, so I think we should probably at least get our flaps down and everything. Do our job as a pilot. Wait, is that a strip there? It's more grey than green though. Get our flap down, get our wheels down. Trim back up a bit. Move slightly in front of us and to the right. Yesterday, I'm just not seeing it. I really am not seeing it. That little house is not the... There is a little shed next to it. It's not the shed I'm looking for. It's meant to be right in front of us. Where are you? This might be the little shed I can see, but that means that the runway's over here? Yeah, okay, there is a bit of a hill there I can see on the picture. What I can't see, however, is the runway. It's starting to show up. Some little white dots are sort of showing up now. Yeah, okay, I sort of see it. There's sort of a runway there. Bring her around. Not sure we need to line it up from the first person view. It's up on a hill for some reason. a huge hill next to it that you could crash into if you weren't paying attention. More power. There we go. There it is. There is a runway there. It's kind of invisible. It doesn't load in early enough, in my opinion. But fine. But fine. We'll allow it. We will allow it. We're here now. We're here at wherever we are. Schwabunchen. Nice. Nice. Well, please stop and register before the game decides to crash again so that we can get this one in the books. Oh, there was a little stutter there. It wanted to crash, but it didn't, thank God. Alright, there we go. That was leg 8 of the Germany bush trip. The game is continuing to have crashes, which is unfortunate. But still, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye.